Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. It's Thursday. Johnny's taking the day off. My thumb hurts. I got some serious arthritis, man, in this back of this thumb. And it just kills me, man. But I did get it to go away the other day, making a smoothie. And immediately, man, the inflammation went down. Problem is with those dark cherry juice, it's really good for that arthritis, and it's full of sugar, man. Full of sugar, so you gotta find a balance with it. A lot of the shit you might as well just live with the fucking pain, man. So yesterday, Johnny got in a big fight at a house. It's me against, for plumbers, you know the deal. It's you against that fucking plumbing system. Or some asshole who was there before you, like Plumb Bob, Tony Plumb Bob, or Mark HVAC. This guy, Mark HVAC, I gotta tell you, he's getting under my skin, man. I do not take cheap shots well, and being on the receiving end of this guy's fucking bullshit and not being able to grab him by the fucking throat and just crush his fucking larynx, is a real issue. Oh, there goes my money on this video with that little statement. Almost every one of these morning videos gets tagged with ad suitability, but Johnny's gonna keep talking. Yesterday, I went to this house. They called me the night before. Well, first I gotta tell you about this fucking dickhead who called me last night at 11:30. I want you to listen to his message. Some fucking redneck from South Carolina. Oh, North Carolina. Let's listen to this guy's message. This is the shit that you get when you're on YouTube. There are just some really fucking strange birds out there. But I want to play you this guy's message. Let me turn it up and put it on speaker so everybody can hear this guy.
Fuck you, Johnny Sunshine.
Listen to this. I'm gonna play it again, and so make sure you get that number. I should give him a call. Let's give him a call. This little cocksucker. It sounds like his balls haven't dropped yet. I'm thinking this fucking little weasel had too many Bud Lights last night. Grew some balls, even though they didn't drop. Yeah, he's scared. He's shaking in his boots. Yeah, no voicemail. Yeah. Let's listen to his fucking message one more time, guys. He's from Benson, North Carolina. And, he called me while I was sleeping. Listen to this, guys.
Fuck you, Johnny Sunshine.
Fuck you, Johnny Sunshine. Give him a call, guys. Let him know. So, yesterday was a real challenge, man. I had been to this house. It was probably 5-6 years ago. I've been doing the service on this house. They called me up. The first time I worked for them, the house was backed up. And I got there, And I'm looking at the roof. I'm looking at the sheer size of this house, man. It's just massive. When you got 3 lengths of pipe going across the inside of a house, 60 feet between fixtures. From the master bath to the fucking kitchen, it's 60 feet, man. Huge. With 1.6 gallon little Toto toilets that doesn't carry the waste far. But luckily when I got there the first time, the clean out was visible. And I looked at the roof. I was like, you know, it's a pretty steep fucking tile roof. I'm not going up on the roof. Getting up on the roof with my big 7/8 cable is the easiest way to gain entry to these plumbing systems. And you don't have to look for clean outs. You don't have to do anything. A lot of stuff is easier when you have 2 guys, especially when it comes to locating things. You know, you can run the sewer machine and have a guy down on the ground, preferably me. You know, have the dumb end of the tape measure up on the roof running the cable, and you can locate stuff by that, just by the noise. But when you're by yourself, it's tough. You're running in and out of the house. You obviously don't want to leave a sewer machine. You don't want to rig it so that it's you know, with a bungee cord pulling on the handle and running a cable with nobody around that machine on a roof. That's not good. But anyways, so I walk up to this, you know, I get the call that the whole house, and I'm like, yeah, it's the same thing that happened before. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna come up to the side of the house, which I knew what side it was. I remember all these jobs, man. And I can't find the clean out. And the first thing that stuck out to me was this generator, which I didn't remember from the last time I was there. And I asked the lady, I said, have you guys had any work done outside the house on that side? Oh, no. I said, what about the generator? It looks like it's wasn't there the last time I was here. She says, let me call my husband. He tells her that the damn thing was installed in 2000 or 2002. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't remember it, but maybe it was there, you know, with all the landscaping and all that shit. So, and I'm looking at where the bathroom group is and where I would have stubbed this house out. And it looked like they had done some gas work, maybe brought a new gas service into the house. And I'm thinking somebody broke the fucking clean out. But I did a good search of that place. And the reason why I didn't spend much time around that fucking generator was because they told me it was there. I wasn't doing their service work back in 2000 or 2002. And the little white rocks around the fucking thing didn't help. And, you know, it took me a while. So I decided I was going to use my Super V through the toilet with a piece of pipe to not scratch the toilet or damage it. And that worked great. I did clear the stoppage with it, but then it stopped. No, I didn't get it with the Super V. So I had to go out and get my Route 66 with the small cable, and I ran it through that PVC pipe, and I got the shit to go down, and then it backed up again. These fucking wipes are nothing but a pain in the ass. So I battled through it. Eventually, I think I cleared that stoppage, and then it stopped up again. And I could have just walked away when I cleared it the first time. But the 5-gallon buckets of water were the key, man, to me, letting me know that this place has still got a lot of debris in it. And it would have stopped up again. That shit does not break down. So I'm comfortable this morning. Besides being sore as hell, I'm very comfortable, especially because I put my camera in there. I was there for 6 hours, man, cleaning this shit out. And I think it's probably the wife who does it is using it. She's probably incontinent, and or one of them, because if it was my house and this shit, I would have been on the phone immediately calling that cleaning lady and saying, "Hey, were you throwing paper towels?" I think they were paper towels because they match the paper towel. The texture matches perfectly to the paper towels they have on their kitchen counter. So I got it cleaned out. I want to get to the questions, the comments, because a lot of guys had comments about this, which is great. That's what this is all about. I just got to tell you that I can't. If I would have seen Tony Plum or Mark HVAC, that fat little fucking out of shape, old washed up air conditioning guy who's got a lot to say about a plumber, I would punch that guy's fucking lights out. They'd have to pull me off of him, man. He's getting under my skin. And there was one comment that really sums up at Mark HVAC. Or by whatever the fuck his stupid name is, with his 2 videos of him knocking tin. Yeah, in a shop with nothing there, nothing going on. Fucking old has-been fucking tin knocker. One guy said, he mentioned, Moby said, Johnny's in the arena. And that's the truth, guys. Read that speech, in the arena, by Teddy Roosevelt. You're sitting there, you're trying as hard. Even if you fail, at least you're trying. And you're not the critic, Mark HVAC, you're the critic. You're a fucking piece of shit, pal. At least I'm out there trying, you fucking little weasel. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go through these comments because they're great, and I can elaborate on the exact questions that people have. So, this Just MC62, that clean out work is a young man's game. As a 61-year-old electrician, I'm a lot more cautious. Be careful out there, and as always, thanks for sharing your expertise and your experience with us. I'm always amazed that PVC piping does not get damaged with that type of equipment. Yeah, I think that the old PVC, the solid PVC, was great stuff, solid through and through PVC. This foam core stuff that everybody went to over the last 20-25 years, it's got a thinner layer of PVC, and that shit may be an issue coming down the line, looming out there. But yeah, it stands up to it. You see how much cabling I did, and if you were able to follow that video that I did of the system, I was able to push 100 feet of cable in. I got almost to that back bathroom, but the line was clear all the way to that back bathroom, which is telling me that the other bathroom, the one I was running my Super V through, which is her bathroom, that's where her little office is. She plays solitaire and shit, and that's her bathroom. I'm thinking that's the source. That was the source of all these paper towels. It's tough, man. Everybody goes through it when you get older. My mom had to do that. She was wearing, and you learn your lessons, and you have to figure out how to use them things without stopping up the plumbing. So I ran the camera from the clean out once I found it, and it was just a miserable fucking job trying to run that clean out. Run those cables in a space. They were just assholes, man. I could see if they put it there, but they actually positioned that thing right over the clean out. Literally, the gas piping went right over the clean out, damn near touching that flex line, damn near touching the clean out cap. And the white rocks, I looked behind that stupid generator, and just that white cap in those white rocks. Usually white caps stick out like a sore thumb in like an natural environment, but the phony ass fucking ugly white stone that they chose to put around that thing just made it more difficult. But in the end, I got through there. I got it straightened out. I made a damn good day's pay. Johnny got paid yesterday. I'm taking this day off. I'm gonna heal, and that's it. So this guy, I never known how companies can get away with saying on the packets that their wipes are flushable. We have the same issue in the United Kingdom. I'm surprised water companies or local councils, etc., have not sued them to have removed the products as defective, not flushable, and now toilet cisterns have less water to flush out the sewer. People don't realize, especially on some long runs, not watched all video yet, bro, but definitely tough one. Trying not to give haters all mentions as it feeds them, as they want to mention top plumber John. Wish I had you as a mate. That was kind of rambling. Didn't really understand. No punctuation. That was from Barney, my man. Barney the plumber from over in England. Dan B, nice work. And this guy, 549BR, at 549BR, he said, I got worn out watching this. Dude, my legs are killing me, man. In and out of this fucking big house. It's a half a football field running through this fucking house from the front to the back. Crazy. Two little people living in that big, massive house that is nothing but a fucking huge expense to them, I'm sure. They have to pay everybody to do everything. He must have money, just fucking piles of it. He was an executive for Texas Instruments. Yeah. That guy, 59BR, said, I was waiting for that snake to come up in somebody else's fucking house. Well, when I went to plumbing school, when I first got here, they had a little class. It wasn't part of the PHCC, but it was a plumbing class over at the Votech, and I took it, and the guy was telling me about, he was cabling a line, and the fucking cable came up and went through the toilet somehow, and fucking was slapping. He's outside just feeding cable in. This thing's in the fucking bathroom, made its way out into the bedroom, ripped the fucking TV off the dresser, just tore the fucking, I just fucked this whole bedroom and bathroom up, man. I don't know how that could ever happen, but that was his story, and he was sticking to it. So Honolulu had a question about the cable that I ran through the toilet. It was a 3/8 Super V cable. Then I stepped up to the 5/16 cable, which is better. You know, you can clear a stoppage, but that was a tough one, man. It wasn't a normal stoppage. When you've got a 1.5 foot probably of paper towels, you pop through it, and then the paper towels come right in behind it and seal it up again. Very, very tough situation, and you know. So our Moby, this comment is the comment of the day. Johnny is the man in the arena again. That's right. I didn't do any, you know. Read that speech again, guys. Especially you, Mark HVAC. You really need to read, because you're nothing but a critic, man. You're nothing. You're the guy sitting in the stands doing nothing. You couldn't do what I do in a fucking day. You probably never could. I know you can't do it now. So you keep doing what you do. I'll do what I do. And if it makes you feel better, makes you feel like a man, or whatever your issue is, you got serious issues, bro. When everything that comes out of your mouth is negativity towards other people, you got serious fucking issues. It says more about you than it says about me. I can tell you that, brother. You ain't my brother. I take that back. So this guy, Michigan Custom Cars, he says, I'm not a plumber, but I'd be willing to bet that clean out is not code. The clean out is code. The clean out was there. The clean out needs to be within 18 to 36 inches of the side of the house. The 4-inch clean out, it needs to be up to 4-inch or 6-inch. It needs to be the same size as the pipe coming out of the house. A lot of times they were using 3-inch. This might have been one of those houses. I didn't see a reducer, but that clean out is up to code. The fact that they, it needs to be accessible. It can't be where it, you can't put something in front of it that makes it inaccessible, like that generator. Those guys, and that shit gets inspected, man. There's a lot of work that goes into putting one of those things in. Electrical work, gas work. There was a permit pulled on that, and the plumbing inspector probably never saw the damn 4-inch clean out. He probably looked at the rest of that work, which kind of looked like shit, if you ask me. And them guys didn't do me any favors. Didn't do any plumber any favors by doing that. It's terrible, man. I always think of the next guy, man. I always think of the next guy. I would never do that. Run a pipe right across the top of a fucking clean out. Come on, man. I'm like all contorted around this fucking corner, trying not to damage this damn generator. It was just a fucking nightmare, man. I mean, even when things are all good, running cables like that ain't no goddamn fun. Never mind fucking turning it into a fucking obstacle course. So this guy, Sam Beard, 1778, he said, hey Johnny, I like that pipe in the toilet trick. You made my day. Keep on keeping on. That's a good trick. I've retrieved rags. I remember one lady, she called me and said, hey, I flushed a rag down the toilet. And I was like, well, don't do anything. Just leave it where it is. Don't flush the toilet again. Try not to move it down the line anymore. Don't use the washing machine that was in the same area. And I went there and I used my smaller cable, the 1/4-inch cable, with the spring head on it, a retriever, kind of has a hook on the end. I sharpened that thing up and I ran it through the pipe in the toilet and I snagged that rag and I yanked it, pulled it right out. But what's good about it is, a closet auger really is designed to clear a stoppage in the toilet. When you put it in the extension, you're using about all of that 3-foot cable. 6-foot cable. You're using all of it to get on the first setting. There's 3 or 4 feet. You're just barely getting into that quarter bend. You're going to get through the toilet with that, but when you put the extension on, you go another 3 feet or so. So if the stoppage is, 4 or 5 feet away from the toilet, the closet auger is not going to help. But that's a no man's land section of pipe. Even if you went through the vent on the roof, you can't get it. And I just don't like pulling toilets, man. I don't like turning the job into a big fucking project. Dealing with a toilet, it's bad enough you're in these fucking houses with cables, The house was clean when I left. I scrubbed the floor. I had 2 towels on the floor. I used my hose for the cables. There was no mess. It was really confined to right around the toilet. And we got it done, man. That's the bottom fucking line. Should it have taken 5 hours or 4 hours? Maybe, but it is what it fucking is, guys. Johnny Pitbull Phillips, good job. Dude, that's not the first time I've been called a pit bull, because I remember having some guys. It's funny because this kid, I think this guy Juan Peralta, he's always commenting on this channel. I had a kid who worked for me. His name was Juan Peralta. And this kid was just soft, man. Like holding a right angle drill with a self-feeder bit, and he's just like, it's just bouncing around on the fucking 2x4. I'm like, dude, you gotta put some ass into that, man. Push that fucking bit through that fucking wood. And we're digging, and he's just fucking playing around. And I took his shovel, and I said, man, you gotta muscle this shit. You're not gonna get anything done in a day. You gotta be fucking powerful to do this. You almost on some of this shit, it's like you need superhuman strength, man. And it's a dog fight. I was gonna name that video fucking Johnny Gets the Win with a late round knockout in the 15th round. Johnny takes the win. Yes. That fucking plumbing system is not gonna beat me. And whoever's flushing them fucking paper towels from hell. I think they go to Costco, man, because they had a big ass fucking, 25 fucking rolls of that shit in the garage. Allergies. Costco toilet paper, Costco paper towels, they are great for the cleanup, but they are not good for fucking throwing in your plumbing system, especially if you have cast iron. So when I go to these jobs, I'm weighing all the fucking variables. Is it cast iron? Is it PVC? How many times has this happened? What is this? Is this a broken fitting? Is this root infiltration? It's a thinking man's job. You got to be like Columbo out there, man. And it doesn't help when people do stupid fucking shit, like putting that generator. I mean, they could have moved it 8 inches. 8 fucking inches towards the front of the house, and I would have had a clear path to that clean out, man. They knew they were fucking the plumber, and they gotta be like Mark HVAC. Unless they put when they submitted the plans, unless they had to designate exactly, like down to the measurement where that thing was gonna be, maybe they couldn't move it because of the permitting. Maybe it needed to be, they might have had surveyors involved with that because of setbacks and all this other bullshit. But it is what it is. I know where the fucking clean out is now, and they know. Anyways, this user, he says, you can't make this shit up. And you are right, my friend. You can't make this shit up. I get into some tough jobs, man. It's simple as that. I would love to watch somebody who knows more than me, like Mark HVAC, come out there and just say, yeah, you need to do this, 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 and this, and get it done in a fucking hour. Like, these fucking 30-second videos. No sweat, no blood, no fucking tears. Dude, I was dying out there. That sun was hot yesterday on that side of the fucking house, and it was just killing me, man. I mean, I had to take breaks. I thought I was going to have a fucking heart attack. This guy, user XO2, whatever, all these crazy things. Working at a nursing home one time, I pulled back a bath towel from about 20 feet out. How the fuck did someone get a bath towel down a wall mount toilet? What happens is these people, the initial cause of the problem is an act of desperation. they probably shit their pants. Went in there and they gotta hide the evidence, man. They gotta hide the evidence. And then they see the plumber come in and he's like, oh, there's a towel in there, and fucking granny takes off running down the fucking hallway, you know? It's like she's been had. But at least her name's not fucking written on it. In the Navy, it used to happen all the time. Guys would shit their pants and they'd flush their fucking underwear down the goddamn toilet. And you pull them back and the motherfucker's name's on them, you know? Hey, Phillips, you missing these? Guy's all covered in shit and sweating and angry. Oh, it ain't mine. There must be another Phillips on this fucking ship somewhere who shits in the B division toilet. This is by Mark HVAC. Yeah. It's almost like you've never done this type of work before. Really, Mark? Really? 37 fucking years I've been out here. I'm 60 years old, bro. You know? This is what I've done since the day I got out of the fucking Navy, man. And I'm answering to a fucking air conditioning guy who is just a piece of shit. I can't even imagine that you ever had any employees with an attitude and an outlook on life that you have. It must be misery for your wife to be around you every fucking day. If she's even there, she probably left, and you know, you're just a miserable old fuck in your empty fucking shop with your little fucking tin hammer knocking tin. Yeah, just, you know, this is what I do. There's nothing on the... I look like a prison cell. You look like a prison worker, and you are in prison. You're in your own prison, you fucking piece of shit. Hours and hours to figure out the problem. Didn't take me long to figure out the problem, you stupid fuck. Took me fucking hours to figure out how to correct it. Read In the Arena, my friend. Read In the Arena. It will be life-changing for you. You can actually become a respectable person, man. Mark, I have to think that you got your ass kicked a lot going through school. You probably didn't have many friends. You're probably boring as fucking hell. Not cool. And you're exacting your revenge on the world at large because you're just a fucking piece of shit, man. So this one guy, Dan B, came to my defense, and he tells fucking Mark HVAC, it's almost like you should find another channel to watch or start your own. Yeah, that won't happen. Go fuck yourself. Thanks, brother. Dan B 781. Thank you, man. I couldn't have said that shit better myself. I responded to that motherfucking little comment from him at least 5 times, and my fucking comment wouldn't stay up. It wouldn't go up. So for you guys who wonder what happens to your comments, it happens to me too. They don't put them up because I just fucking lit this guy up, and the shit won't. They don't let it up. They have their guidelines, you know. Rick Rombach, just a little further to the Georgia state line. Yeah. Alan Jordan, I knew it before I saw this video. They just missed it. Can you elaborate on that there, Alan Jordan? Alan Jordan, he comes at me pretty nasty sometimes. He says in this next comment, the first one, he says, so the last time you were there, the generator wasn't. Gee, I wonder where the clean out is. My mind was telling me that generator was not there the last time I was here. But when you got two people telling you that it was installed in 2000 or 2002, who the fuck am I to argue with these people? They live there. They know. This guy keeps meticulous records of everything. He just made a mistake, man. And he said it to me again when he came out when he got home from his doctor's appointment. I said, this generator's been, he says, yeah, it was put in 2002. And then he says, oh, wait a minute. It was put in 2020. I was like, what the fuck, man? That changes everything. And within fucking 15 minutes, I find the clean out, you know? So Alan Jordan, you don't reach to the level of Mark HVAC, but, you know, don't be fucking, I'm not a fucking idiot, pal. I've been doing this shit for a long fucking time, and I guarantee you I'll solve a problem way before you do. The Diaz 300. We need glasses. Yes, we do, man. I may have caught that clean out if my eyes were a little bit better, you know? For sure. So James Q, he told me I need a tarp in that bathroom, which I do. You know, I agree. He said that was a joke because he said, that's a tarp job, not a towel job. He said that was a joke, not hater mail. Lighten up. Alright, James. James is a good guy. Cole King. This guy is a real air conditioning guy. And a real fucking man. He's got employees. He's not like Mark HVAC. He said the people who installed that generator should be told to fucking move it. Move it. You definitely got to work out today, Johnny. My fucking arms are sore, man. Dude, I cleared this house 5 fucking times and never gave up. I just kept pushing the fucking cable in. Buckets of water. 5 gallons. I must have dumped fucking 100 gallons of water through that system. But it cleaned it out, man. I was very, very happy to see that I didn't have to go back with my jetter. I've got all the shit but my jetter machine on the truck for jetting, man. But you never use it. That's gonna do it on the fucking mail on those jobs. Like I said, tell me how much you would have charged some other service guys. I didn't create the problem, guys. You know, I'm not the one who dumped a whole roll of fucking paper towels into a plumbing system. So I had to fix it. How much would you get to fix somebody else's mistake like that? Considering everything that was involved. You know, the assholes who put the generator in. That's just wrong, man. I mean, they couldn't even move it 2 inches so that their pipe wasn't directly over the top of the clean out. It was almost like they were fucking with the plumber, you know? I don't get it, man. I just don't fucking get it, man. How you could do that. Down here in Florida, somebody made a comment about that gas piping's illegal. It needs to be black pipe. We don't use black pipe in Florida. You'd be lucky to find a piece of that shit down here at the supply house. It's all galvanized. What else? What other comment? Oh, you know, down here in Florida, all these appliances get hooked up with a flex hose. None of this union and a, you know. I noticed on that thing that there's no fucking drip leg on the unit. I would have thought they'd put a drip leg on it right there where it goes into the building. I mean into the unit, the generator. Just a nasty job. They should have put a shut-off valve where that branch came off the meter. Yeah. I mean, everything was telling me that that fucking generator was new. There was a tree that was cut down. The total landscape changed, man. But Johnny's gonna hit the hot tub. I did it last night. I went out to dinner. I went to this Pho 101. They got that basically the same food. It's like a salad with vermicelli, rice noodles, and short ribs, beef short ribs. And this shit is just fucking banging. So I'm sitting in this place eating, and these two young black kids walk in, and they're gonna get some shit to go. And they're sitting at these two tables near the front door, and they're going through the menu. And I could see that, you know, they weren't finding what they were looking for. And I said, hey, man. I said, come here, bro. The kid came over. I said, man, you got to try what I'm getting, bro. This shit is delicious, man. He said, damn, I didn't even see that. He said, that's what I'm getting. And his buddy got the same thing. And I said, if you don't like it, I'll buy that shit off of you for half price. That shit was jamming, man. That's all I ate all day yesterday. I just drank water like a fucking... I must have went through 1.5 gallons of water. I hit the spa last night. I took a couple of Tylenol when I got home. And I feel good this morning. And I feel great that I'm not working, man. You guys, it's Thursday. I'm going to have these lawn guys cut my grass in the backyard right now, today. And April is a beautiful, beautiful month, man, in Florida. I just got to tell you, man. It's 70 degrees this morning. No humidity. Just gorgeous, man. Just gorgeous. And to my customers yesterday, have a great trip. They're so nice. The lady said, if you're ever up in New England, she said, you call us and we've got a place for you to stay. They're just great people. I just love them, you know. I mean, they're my kind of people. But man, these people live large, dude. They live large. This got to be a 5,000, 6,000 square foot house for 2 people. And she's just a little thing, man. Literally like 4 feet tall. And this guy, even with all his money, he wears a toupee, and it looks like he stole a fucking I don't know where he might have gotten that, but damn, he makes Donald Trump's comb over look good. Oh, a little word about Donald Trump. Yeah, old Sleepy Donnie is having... His brain can't handle all of this, man. And I just think of that stupid bastard. He got into all of this because of his ego. When Barack Obama just fucking railed on him at one of those correspondence dinners, and Donald was sitting there, and he probably shit his pants while that happened, sweating, and his face was red as hell, and he couldn't say a fucking thing. That was the impetus for him to run for president, because he got his fucking clock cleaned by Obama. And unfortunately, people voted for him, and it's not a vote for him, it's a vote against Democrats. I get that. That's what it basically is, because he's a fucking hot mess, and he's sleeping, he's crossing the line, he's gonna end up in jail. They're gonna lock him up for contempt of court, man. He just can't control himself. He's a fucking nut, man. And I just hope that the American people don't vote this crazy motherfucker in. He's worse than ever, and he's gonna get even worse, especially if old Letitia James starts taking his fucking shit. He's got so much shit on the table that he's dealing with. The bond he put up, is it worthless? Is it, you know, do we need to like take his fucking golf course community Yeah, the boy looks rough, man. He don't look good. And it's his ego. His ego is killing him, man. He should have just... I wouldn't want to be him. I wouldn't want to live his life every fucking day. That's it, guys. Have a great day. It's Thursday. Be safe out there. Johnny's going to continue to do this. Last night I thought, why the fuck do I do YouTube videos? The simple answer is ego.